My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Osia dem yopo.
Yenye way first. Now, something happened in 2022. Now, before I met Bass so in 2023, no. Me pese buhu eye dreamer a see year in 2022 when Mr. S get me the Mr. S, get me the VRA Deputy Chief Executive's picture and VRA Deputy Chief Executive in charge of engineering and operations, Mr. Edward Obin Kenzo. And then get me the picture of the Chief Executive himself, Emmanuel Entry Dakwa. I want these two gentlemen, their pictures. I want to put it on the screen. Now, menka asem we want them quickly. The American and then 2022 September this year, there is a twist to what I am about to show you, and what I'm about to show you in deno. And when you're crazy, mess could be a crazier than this. Whatever you hear or see today on this platform, no, one segment of the crime. Now, me meba scandal nankasa 2023 ne kese no so, but me pese me start free baby na muhu baby a ade we free. This is 2022 September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and you me into basically 11 months in here. Okay. Now, maybe chira mo document me. Now that document, you know, ebebo the way a aban mu mpenifo sibia omofa kotikwanso ebum raso ewia yesika. Me the way chira because may the bigger expose no. Sene be a bigger expose na obeka say oh Kevin edin kind in be or the first one by ebe chere say this is what is happening at VRA. Inti seme the second one ne ba na be say mo kai first one no. This is the second one and I will be at say because ejuma na me pese Ghana for say the na say inti na me nya abotre. Remember my document in there. I'll hand over a document to you people for you people to read yourself. Inti Mr. S. Okay, thank you very much for bringing in Mr. Dakwa. This is the CEO, Dakwa, right? All right, thank you. Let me move it to the system. Let me find a picture and so. Mr. Dakwa is the CEO of VRA. As we speak, or 63 years, we're bro retirement age, and so on our office as the VRA CEO. This is Mr. Emmanuel Dakwa. Let me get the name right. And Sana Ubia because I'm saying it. Emmanuel Dakwa. This man is the CEO of Volta River Authority. He's 63 years. He's still in office. The retirement to Chim, he's still there. Near Dumeluwe, the 61 years. Into Dumeluwe Kofi. This man is still there as the CEO of VRA. Now, BBSC 2022 September, BB2 says 2023. By any Kanka 2022, dear no. Now in 2022 September, the Public Procurement Authority, PPA. Where are the stuff, man? Yeah, in 2022, something happened. The Public Procurement Authority, say, you know what? We want to acquire some equipment. Now we want to source those equipment. So, omode sa inkrata call the Public Procurement Authority, no. The request was approved. It was a single source method for the items listed. Metrum items, no. Into VRA for the almost so annual assembly command PPA. Public Procurement Authority say, you know something, you per se equipment to be now so equipment no you per se the PPA now man 40 is a single source your company be a order da or na or manufacture equipment no and na you be free no direct. We are talking about 52 million Ghana cedis. 52 million Ghana cedis. I am trying to make it basic. Send a Ghana ni bia ohwe no ebeti ase. Brofo bebrebe no sometimes no it confuses Ghanaians. Ema Ghana for ni bi no ehunu say the year kano omontiase editina menya abotra me chechem no VRA man we NSCO with 63 years also call retirement that he's still there. Now omo the nyoma 11 items that come at PPA say oh mon grantee ana your request we no say ne be ya ye betumi ediden edi sa nyoma na ba beboa VRA nyoma 11 emu 2 and the original supplier your friend equipment manufacturer. Now omo PPA no omo catch PPA for say oh omo company American company omo deal you from a year the EM and I say equipment and I say original equipment suppliers no company ni dino you from Brandon Europe BV. Now that company no and no na a year Volta River Authority for Edicoma PPA say one grantee request we because our company a friend a year Brandon Europe BV no omo ye manufacturers of a year nyoma ye peno equipment na ya listen or letter no they are the manufacturers it say mutumi a grantee sa single source a year permission na ye bema sa company no a manufacture no mo de amaye at this price na a saying na a 52 million Ghana cedis. Now Ghana mremuno you need to understand the say a buying company ebeje eba PPA ebeje a year permission and I say omo proposal bana PPA jituma say omo chro say Kevin Taylor company ni yedi koye adwuma emrano the act no I wo Ghana ne kire say e was Kevin Taylor company na ne koye adwuma. Inti yanfa ne say VRA aba say here equipment bi na equipment no your company your friend Kevin Taylor company omo manufacture and omo ye beto free omo ho inti omo na ye di omo din be hye krata dem ne aka che PPA say we mu ne ani omo koye adwuma inti sika omo begye no 52 million say VRA apia bontiri free PPA near the scan mo na say omo kofa another company a enye Kevin Taylor company na so omo koje sa anyoma ne free omo ha omo breach contract and also omo breach omo boomraso. And it is clear all public sector leaders and also CEOs in your omo you do not add a third party to a document or present your PPA said that is or this is the company we are going to deal with. Inti say Ustedia, there's something here on the count. Now, General Electric. Now, not to confuse you, no. Before I make sure document, you know. I wish I could put this on the stream on the show. Nanka what you say, but be ready. Them a church me we are number the document, you know. To screen so I'm what here because I will confuse you. Now see this. The request and subsequent approval to use single source method for the item listed breaches the country's procurement rules or laws. Only 2 out of the 11 items listed are being supplied by the original equipment manufacturer, that is the OEM, which is Brandon Europe BV. All the other companies are third party firms. This is contrary to the basis for the approval given by PPA as indicated in the second paragraph of the letter for the $52 million approval. Sorry, $52 million. Now, the American say a buying institution say VRA echo PPA say omo ekoto eye equipment e de aba be di omodwuma na company we no omo ko deal a emra na kire say o say company na no omo deal say omo kofa another company no omo deal a obu mra so. Now General Electric I from GE, a US company, they are the original electronic and that's a original equipment manufacturer. Sana mo state to document in OEM. Na sa company your friend General Electric a US newo. Sa company ni dina a ye saman we omo de share a ye letter omo come PPA mu say omo ni ekodi djuma omo no manufacture equipment no into we mu de mama $52 million ye kwa omo ena ye kwaji equipment ni free omo no manufacture equipment no. Now General Electric GE of USA, who are the OME for the plant in question, the supplier for most of the items stated, and who could offer relatively cheaper prices were not contacted. Now the funny thing is, that company, American company na omudi a share krata no koma PPA say we mu ne omukodi nkoma no ye ne omukodi dwuma no. At the end of the day no, VRA through this man they did not even contact that company. And so we call PPA document mu a almost 52 more chance to go to the accountant general the finance ministry to go take $52 million now. So okomu krana VRA did not contact the American company. But oko PPA document mu a VRA de sa American company no edi ehye document say we mu na ye ne omukwa kodi dwuma. I hope so you understand. The company na original manufacturers no omudi she krata de komo PPA mu say we mu ne omukodi dwuma moma $52 million yakoto equipment wo mo ho. But at the end of the day, sa company na American company almost be supply sa nyoma no. This man and VRA and his deputy, they did not even contact them. Now, so what VRA did was omoko PPA and a PPA approve ye. Omo free PPA no buy no. Company and the sham say omo ne omo ba be deal no. They did not even contact the company. And right now they contracted third party companies to supply those products to them. Now the question here is, how are you going to know that these third party companies they even have that credentials and as that track record to at the end of the day supply the kind of equipment and the quality the quality panel, because these companies are VRA Eco Contact as third party companies. No, nobody knows about them. In fact, in the books of the Public Procurement Authority, no, they don't know any other party or any other company apart from the American company na VRA diomudin share PPA letter ni mu say mom grantee access na yentumi ni nkofo nkodi adwuma. Enti ande yeti hey sa third party company no $52 million no say omuka say yentua sika bia ma omo a nobody can hold them accountable, because oko Ghana nkrata mu a the VRA and as a Volta River Authority no, they are working with an American company. As we speak today, they have not even contacted the American company, but the third party for companies 11 no mankasa ni omudili no omo no omudili. It is against the law, and we are talking about $52 million. We are discussing $52 million. Maybe I make sure nipa or sign a document. No, I will show you the person who signed the document. Ain't he? Don't rush. Maybe some church once and you drew people understand. Say, hey, this is what is happening in Ghana. Mr. Weye, I want you to have the basis of this, because may the original one, because original one and Cassia Pane chain, we know we are talking about $52 million. All right. Now, VRA Deputy Chief Executive in charge of engineering and operations, Mr. Edward Obeng Kenzo. He is the one leading this corruption. He is the one leading this scandal. On it, this man, Mr. Dakwa. Now, we are talking about $52 million. One, the letter written to via PPA, no. The letter stated an American company called Braden Europe BV, right? General Electric. General Electric, you know, as we speak, you know, VRA, they have not even contacted them. And so, omudin ewokrate mu echere say, omune VRA ene dili Ghana for $52 million. VRA has not even contacted them. As we speak, VRA cover about 11 companies. Only 2 of the companies are 11 companies no, and companies are in kratem. 9 akano, nobody knows where they are coming from. In fact, me baba show companies me no. Now, OME equipment manufacturer, original equipment manufacturer, a company called Braden Europe BV. There are 2 companies in the list. They are legit, but 9 they are fake companies. Mr. Dakwa and the deputy no, omo ekukiya, omo contracts. Now, let me show you the letter and let me read what is in the letter for you to have a clear idea of the ECOSO. Let me put this letter on the screen. Mr. S, I'm trying to pull this. Okay, before I move on, Mr. Edward Kenzo so a picture and to so send a beya almost sorry for be from waka chom say Kevin Taylor dem picture to screen so makobo krono say almost say me boa o kira no pa omombra na mo beka nche Ghana for say de America nyina me boa na. So this is Edward Eko Obin Kenzo ba me for me the picture to ai we mu mienu Mr. Dakwa and Mr. Kenzo. These two people, remember the other form no, the other form no on a CEO, and the also no or a deputy when it comes to engineering, or VRA. As the other no, I am Mr. Edward Eko or Ben Kenzo on a lead this crime. After we speak, I'll forward this document. I'll put it out. Parliament should call them and ask them questions. $52 million. Mr. Edward Eko or Ben Kenzo. Mr. Dakwa, the CEO, the company a coach PPA, at the end of the company, the American company, they have not contacted them. There's no contract between any American company. No, they have gone out there. 11 companies, 2 per any papa 9 are fake companies. They are paying millions of dollars to companies and those companies I'm going to show you. A thorough investigation on those 9 fake companies. Yeah, the omu history, bro. Omu behind those companies. These people are criminals. These 2 people, they have to be in jail. All right, Mami Chamo, later no. This is the document. Me be reading the old document ni me are na ya twaso adi dwumadie no Jack in some honde, but we dey me din kan e Mr. S. Okay, thank you, Mr. S. Okay. Okay, this is the document. We be reading in idea wo mu bia kire mo okira Mr. Dakwa go for me you boys way. Okay, this is the document. Move here. Document in here. Now you see this document. Mo nipa sign here, ma men kind de wo nyina nkyere mo. Na yenye de hia. Now VRA, Public Procurement Authority. A year reference number PPA 276522. That's 2022. Oko date na 8th of September 2022. Now, Nipa was signing a friend of Frank Mante, Chief Executive. The Chief Executive, Volta River Authority, Accra. Attention, Mr. Emmanuel Enchi Dakwa. Now, request for approval to adopt single sourcing tendering method to undertake the thermal generating life extension programs. Now, what kind of letter na di na letter nim? We make reference to your letter number EXR 041-019-1319 and dated 29th of August 2022 on the subject above. At the 24th board meeting of the 5th board held on Wednesday, 7th September 2022, the board reviewed the additional information submitted and found it satisfactory. Accordingly, and in line with Section 41 and B of Act 663, amended, the board granted approval to Volta River Authority to use the single source procurement method to re-engage various original equipment manufacturers. OEMs, to undertake projects under the Life Extension Program. of thermal generating facilities at a total cost not exceeding $52 million as per the details below. Into PPA a grantee a year VRA request no. Now take a closer look at the companies. GT turbine replacements OEM NOye Manawood John Brown International $7 million say on supply GT1 equipment. Now a company like a year Braden Europe BV no mudin our document in him $6 million. A company like Goddess America $7 million. A company like Hughes Technical Services Limited $14 million. Braden Europe BV $8 million. Ace Valve Company Limited $430,000. Dinora $960,000. Masawood John Brown International $1.5 million. There's two other companies down there. Something electric, Quartz Electric, almost so $1 million. And I think Quartz got a year. There's an offshore services, a company called something offshore services, almost $4 million. Now, so VRA form penifom anyway, and I'm going to catch a PPA for say, how many American companies be here, Juma? Now, some American companies, you know, a year Braden Europe BV, you know, I'm going to contact you, and so Omama a year Hughes Technical Services for $14 million. Braden for Abatop, Braden for Abadown. There are two companies in there. In fact, the note that came with it, actually say, I need to look at the note very well. So, General Electric, that's GE of USA, who are the OEM for the plants in question and supplier for most of the items stated, and who could offer relatively cheaper prices, were not contacted. So the PPA approved. The PPA approval says VRA should engage the original equipment manufacturer, but VRA deceived PPA by awarding the contract to third parties who clearly are not the original equipment manufacturer. The prices stated by the various third parties are unusually high. Other competent third party companies could offer more competitive prices if a more competitive open tender procurement method had been adopted. The prices quoted in these illegally sole source contracts to favorite third-party companies are dangerously inflated. Some managers of state institutions with selfish interests continue to mismanage state resources using their positions in the face of the country's current difficult circumstances. Now, we will come back with part 2. This is just part 1. We just want the VRA to come out and come clear on this particular contract. The companies they said they were going to contact Abobaji $52 million every a year Ghana for hono. They should let us know say company normal contact you and did they supply those things to them. Now a year then you tell the public procurement authority say you are contacting original manufacturers. At the end of the day, we have about 11 companies popping up, third-party companies. Who are they? What are their credentials? What are their track record? What have they done to deserve this contract? Now, the question here is, we have dug deep, and these contracts, I remember some of the companies here, it goes back to Mr. Dakwa and Kenzo. These two people, they have created companies with their friends, and they have taken $52 million from Ghanaians. After this break and after this show, we will publish this document on loudsilencenews.com. We will have our watermark on it. The public can have access to it. They can start asking their questions. We will not hide anything from anyone. This is what we do. We ask the questions and we deserve reasonable answers. So after the show, Mr. S, Mr. P will publish this on www.loudsilencenews.com. Now, also when you have access to it, all my media friends who want this document after the show, you can contact me. I'll forward it to you. You can ask your questions when you get on air. Use these documents as your backbone. Let these documents be your facts. Base your argument and your questioning on the document. Read it out on radio. Let people know that you want PPA to come out and deny. Say PPA Bejitum said this is an original proposal, not documenter. Then VRA should come out and let us know. Company, American companies, did they contact them? Because we are contacting them and they are saying, they didn't have any contact or contract with the Volta River Authority. It is $52 million. I'll be back to continue today's show.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.